Hello, ladies. My name is Haz, and welcome to the part 2 of What If Deku Had the Powers of Voodoo Doll. So, in part 1 recap, that Zuko was born with this power and makes him the really high number that I could only go into like there's 1, 10, 100,000, million, trillion, billion, I think sextillions, and that much. But then but Zuko's is like number is far beyond that. AKA, he is a low, like super, super low Chan. Way lower than being born quirkless. Yeah. Is at 5%. Sorry. Give me a minute. There you go. So, the Zuko ends up meaning that how low he went because of his powers of like basically a voodoo doll. It works with machines, animals, and humans. So basically, whatever harms him, like physically, could go back to the person that he could choose. Like he could choose All Might, and All Might could take all the damage instead of him. Or and he also has a single one that if he gets harmed mentally, but instead of inflicting to someone else, he ends up getting stronger. Yeah. So, and I'll say this because I forgot to say it in the last video. And these what ifs, like this one that I'm creating, that's on my channel, is all my custom ones that I think of every single day. Like, I don't know what we'll bring tomorrow, but yeah. So, Zuko ends up destroying a zero-pointer robot by just stabbing himself with a flaming metal rod. Somehow. So, yeah. So then he ends up winning. Yeah, so give me a minute. So, yeah. So, yeah. Zuko, who is so powerful. So, he's in class 1A with Zumi. And because of the Zuko, so the retired doctor puts in for the little note on inside of a database of don't harm him or else he'll get what you saw. Yeah. So, Recovery Girl, so Nizu asked Recovery Girl if if it's true, to do a DNA test on Zuko. So he does, so then she does that for him. And she's looked at Zuko, and then she looks at the blood sample, looks at Zuko, and she told Nezu that, yep, he's one of those, like, and Nezu's eyes, everybody's surprised, or all the pro heroes are surprised. As Nezu, thinking that you're going to be in Class 1A, not Class S, or you'll be number 1. Yeah. Huh. So then, yeah. Because, and one of those other students, one of the pro heroes, let's say, Eraserhead, or not Eraserhead, trying to think of his name. The Snipe, or Snipe, whatever his name is, the pro hero that pulls out, he ends up, and huge question of ours. Before we moved on, this is a public announcement. Do not take everything so literally. This is all just jokes. So don't do anything in what I say in this video, because it's not polite. And I don't want to hear anything bad in the comments of, you said guns, and are you promoting gun violence? No, I'm not promoting anything of that. This is just a what if. And in these what ifs, the YouTubers like myself that do like what ifs, or what if people, they can do whatever they want in these videos. Like, there's one guy that's on YouTube that's like, what if Deku was Cinderblock? And he could made him go down an evil path, like a villain path. Yeah. But no. He chose to have it more entertained by just keeping it like family friendly stuff. So, but I am not like promoting anything of the like violence and and killing. So now let's continue. Let's get back to a regular scheduled program. So Zuko ends up getting like, so when I said pro hero sign, it was this guy, Snipe. And no, I am not cussing. That's his actual, like, pro hero name. My nose is just, like, blocking my airwaves, so, yeah. So, he doesn't need to, like, let's change it. Let's change from Sniper, or Snipe, into, let's say, Endeavor. Because when Endeavor heard when he heard that the kid was so powerful that any harm to him would be like, so Zuko gets and like walks away. It's, as Nezu knows, it's a lot to bear in. So Endeavor followed him. As he sat down. So Endeavor sat down with him and tells him that Endeavor sits down with him and tells him that you might be the only person that actually has enough power to destroy all of us. If you selected all of us. No. Rest of you are, or all of you are good people. And this is one question that I always, when I was just young, what's one thing that pushed you to being a hero, like what you are right now? As he went quiet, as he did not know how to respond to that question. As Zuko could tell, and every pro hero trusts him. As all my, or actually Zuko says, it's just a question, and that always burns in my head of how can some of you become pro heroes? Like, there's fame, fortune, and like those ones. Like that stuff. Nothing too deep. Yeah, but you who might be surprised. And yeah, so he tells them, or no, actually, let's say they were at a empty park because everybody did leave, or everybody was at their work and that. And Endeavor tells Zuko his tragic backstory of his father, Herm, was a pro hero and he died and all that stuff. I kind of feel bad for you. But hey, Endeavor, if because I know that I was born with that power. But to me, it feels like a curse to me. What do you mean by that? I can grow old or die. Or die of natural causes stuff. And, yeah. So, man, you an endeavor? One thing that I always wanted and to become pro heroes is to be friendly to everyone and spend enough time with them, like save them and yeah. But I forgot to mention that in part 1, Zuko was also way lower than he should have. He also has the power of infinity and zero. Way, way too low for that. So, he could, but Zuko and no one knew about it. Too. So, yeah. I know there's powerful abilities like, yeah. So, Zuko ends up walking around. So he goes back home, and his sister straight up walks up to him because his parents were shopping, and let's say that so Zumi ends up telling her brother, like, wait, so you're the, hold on, I heard, or I knew that you were quirkless, but having the abilities of with it is so cool, Zuko, or Big Brother. Yeah. To me, it feels like a curse to me. Why do you say that? Never grow old or die. I mean, and it's impossible. Yeah. So yeah. So Zumi him is in class 1A with her own brother. So a time skip to UA or USJ. It happened, and the Bakugo home, home, no, or actually, Momo decided to, or actually, let's say Racerhead looked at Zuko and told him, sorry to do this, as he pulls out a knife and stabs Zuko right in the chest. And, like, chest and then his head and top of his head. As all the villains, he targeted, or Zuko knew that from a minute. So yeah, so Zuko, who used his powers against all the villains that was in UA, and but there was one, or actually, let's say him. But Zuko could feel one of the Nomus, let's say Kirigiri. He could feel Kirigiri's inner self because of spoilers. He's a Nomu, so or the Kirigiri is a Nomu, but the body that Zuko used, or that was stabbed, was Zuko could feel inside. So it unlocked his other two powers as he walks or runs towards Kirigiri. He's his dead body. As Zuko walks over and sees him. Or sees the actual. So, what does Zuko do? He placed his hand on the metal bar. And he says, absorb. As he absorbs all the negative quirks that were put inside Kirigiri. As then it unlocked his negative self. So basically like 0. And yeah. Zuko, as the what Endeavor, or what Eraserhead saw was cool. Cloud. Yeah. Eraserhead saw Cloud for the first time in a long time. As Mr. Hirizawa walks over, not runs over, walks over and saw Cloud Boy for first time in a long time. As Zuko, as he could not believe, or Eraserhead can't believe that this kid even, like, yeah. He looks at Cloud Boy, his dead body, because he was the one that stabbed Zuko, and there's Zuko yeah. But Zuko didn't tell him he went, or his rating, or his rank, or like was lower by infinity. So basically, infinity amount. So, Zuko says, I used a power that I was born with. He's still alive. As Mr. Ozawa says, he's dead. No, it's not. Or he's not actually dead. I used the power of infinity that I was born with to rewind him back to where he was way before. As Cloud Boy starts waking up, as he could feel, like, as his body starts to, because Zuku's power rewinded him back to his prime, like way before the accident or incident. As he looks over at Mr. Ozawa, and he tells Mr. Ozawa, "Good to see you. Man, a lot has changed." Yeah. And the Eraserhead can't believe... Oh, wait. I'm trying to find the stupid thing. It was... So, I'm trying to find the image. So, and he was purged out of the... So he doesn't have any trace of Kirigiri left. So... And I also forgot that before Shiraki-sen, in this what if, Shiraki-sen didn't become villain. He became a student at UA. And because the Zuku walks in, spoilers, if you haven't seen the manga of the... Yeah. So, Zuku walks in, and because Zuku got told it by something back of his head to walk in. So he walks in, and he sees Shiraki-sen's and his father in the backyard getting slapped in the face. Or about to slap him, but Zuku grabs him by the wrist and tells him that you need to knock it off. How will your mother feel? Oh, she was the one that sent me. Wait, you have talked to my mother? As the guy My Hero Academia, Shiraki sends his dad. Like, hold on. So, yeah. So, as she sent you, did you, like, talk to her? Yeah. She told me, yeah, she told me to come, because of, as he activates, or it was not like, actually, it was not their first time interacting with each other's first time. Shiraki sends his dad and him we're at a bar. Her? Or, no, at the coffee shop. And he saw what happened to the villain. And when he heard that Zuko was the only one that was born with abilities, like 4 abilities, then he looks over at him and tells him that he's always welcome in. And so then, yeah. So then second time, he was so angry with Rakisen for looking at the picture of one of the pro hero things, like the grandma picture, as Zuko grabs, as he says, as Zuko tells him that, do you want to see her one more time? Sure. As he says, sure. As he puts a hand on his chest, as he could not believe it. His eyes widen as he starts tearing up. As he could not believe, he can't hold it in as his own mother was standing right in front of him. As she apologizes to him for not being there, because of weak. Yeah. But as she looks at Zuko and tells him that nods her head and she tells her son, him, that I'll always be around, and no matter how far I'm away, just know I'm always gonna be here. As she points to her son's chest, as he could not believe as Zuko, he turns to Zuko and thanks him for her. Okay? And Zuko tells him that you're welcome, and if you always wanted to talk to her, just ask me. Okay? So then Shiraki-sen and so he walks up. He could sense Zuko, or actually Zuko could sense a quirk inside that's way too dangerous. So he goes down as he tells him, "Gonna switch out your quirk." As my son has a quirk? Yes, but it's too dangerous. It's called decay. It's really powerful. If all 5 fingers of his touches an object, it decays, right? As he says, yeah. Okay? It won't hurt at all. As Zuko puts his hand on Shiraki-sen's head, and it switches it out. It switches Shiraki-sen's decay quirk to some random quirk that's useful in many situations. Not useless, but useful. So, and now Zuko has the decay quirk inside of his body. He could use it. Yeah. So, Shiraki-sen ends up becoming best friends with Zuko Midoriya. Sorry. So, let's see how long this video took. Okay. So yeah. Basically, Zuko, because he told he did ask why did you switch, or why did you switch my hand out, or the quirk, or his quirk out, or something more useful. Well, if I didn't show up, let me show you what would have happened. Okay, as he used his own, as Shiraki's, his face was scared. He saw people's deaths. Everyone was dying because of controlling. So Shiraki-sen and others So now let's get back into the present day. So Shiraki-sen was in class 1B. And because it was an alternate timeline, and what I said earlier in this video of Basically, Zuko changed most of their, like, point of view of being a villains thing to being straight up heroes. So, Cloudboy gets revived, Kirigiri gets killed off, Shiraki-sen didn't become evil, like a villain that could destroy the entire world. Home. And yeah. And then a time skip to All Might versus All for One because yeah. And plus also I almost forgot that All for One doesn't like get the accessor for like Shiraki-sen as accessor, so basically like to pass his quirk on, so he's yeah. So then so let's continue in the next part. In this part, it's gonna be like for part 3. So peace out, y'all.